What's up everybody and welcome back to another video. And today we are going to talk about the new mythic variant, the TOS-01 Buratino. In this video I will mainly talk about the problems of the Buratino and also the solutions that would fix it. And now let's get started. The main problem is that it does not have a scope, nor does it have the view range like the other artilleries. This is the maximal zoom out that you can do in the Buratino. This is the maximal zoom out of the rocket Sherman, which was also added in this update. And this is the maximal zoom out of the Katyusha. As you can see, the other artilleries have way bigger zoom out, and the Buratino has almost the same zoom out as normal tanks, which makes you question the purpose of this vehicle. With this, you could say that this thing was made for shotgunning people like the LOSAT. But there are a few problems that are against this way of play style. First being the absence of a scope, which makes sniping targets that are far away nearly impossible. And the other problem is the rate of fire. This is how fast LOSAT can fire his missiles. And this is how fast Buratino can do it. I mean, it's way too slow even for heavy-hitting artillery. And now let's take a look what happens when you try to fight a tank at close range. With your slow rate of fire and enemy APS, you stand no chance, even with 1,700 hit points. Well, that's a bit of a problem, but don't worry. We are not done yet. Since this tank does not have a scope and it is armed only with free aim rockets, it's very hard to deal with aerial targets. And don't even try telling me to aim in first person, it's impossible. Since the huge launcher is blocking your vision, you can also snipe them with the guided missiles, but it's pretty rare without the scope. Now that you know the problem, let's talk about some solutions. And the first solutions is with the scope and zoom, and I offer 3 variants. The first variant is an increase in the zoom out, and not having a scope. You could say that the Buratino should have same zoom out as the rocket Sherman, but do not forget, the Sherman has a scope, so I would make it have same zoom out as the Katyusha. Second option is to leave the zoom out untouched and add a scope. This would be the modern scope that every modern vehicles have, but with little addition. And the addition would be adding a landmark to the place where you're aiming, and this is where the rockets would land. Let me give you an example. This circle is the spot where the rockets will land, and now hold that thought. In this scope, if you would change to the artillery rockets, the circle would appear at your cursor, and you could launch the rockets to that location. And the third idea is to have both, but the zoom out could change from the Katyusha size to the Sherman size. Personally, I would prefer the third option, because it would be the most useful one. Next change should be a rate of fire buff. Not much else to say here. And the last change that could help a little is to change position of the guided missiles. The empty pods are the spots where the guided missiles are. I would lower them to the bottom corners to lower the chance of overshooting a target when you're at close range. This happens because the launcher is already in a high place, and when you add the recoil, you will overshoot your target as I did in this clip. I have to say, I was very hyped for this vehicle, but it is not in a proper state, so I think that at least the scope or zoom change needs to happen before it is worth buying for 1,300 Robux. But let me know, what do you think about the TOS-01 Buratino, and if you agree or disagree with my ideas. But I hope this video will be seen by someone who has a voice in this community, or even Gizmo Tech themselves. Either way. Thank you for watching and have a great rest of your day. See ya in next one.